We are the Barbican boys. We are the Barbican boys. We know our manners, we can spend our tenors. We are respected wherever we go. When we walk down Southside streets, you should hear the people shout, "Hi to the eye to the eye, look out, we are the Barbican boys."
The consummation, of course, lies in the future, and the inhabitants of the three towns, now merged into one, may doubtless be trusted to unite in the task of rendering it, in every sense, a happy and prosperous one.
June the 27th, AJD, 172 mackerel, 11 port, lovely fish.
From Bates Buildings right down to where we live, all around the Barbican. New Street, Castle Street, Navy Street, Castledale Lane, all fishing for. See the old ladies make their fishermen's jerseys. They used to have a little belt on there, a belt on top of their skirt, you know, and they put the needle in their skirt. And then they wear it blue, all the navy blue wool.
The noise, talking to people, the ice creams in the interval, or like the shows itself are uplifting. The skill and the passion in theatre. It's a whole package for me. It's not just watching the show, it's the whole package of going dressing up. Lauren Hardy had one of their last performances there. Just before he died, Oliver Hardy Plymouth was the last performance when he was taken ill. And when you think of the greats that they've had down there, from the old musical right up through to, Ken Dodd, Lauren Hardy, Tommy Cooper, they've all been there. And I just think, I wish I was in that era to be able to go on down Union Street, because the whole of Union Street was packed solid down with all the old big pubs and the show houses and,
Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, young fall.
Fascinating little town with all sorts of intimate, roving streets, especially in the shopping centre. It is a friendly place. You felt you could literally cross one of the roads with a hop, skip and a jump. I think I did it on one occasion. Well, that was all very well then. The roads literally belonged to the pedestrians. They couldn't do no that. That was 30 years ago. Today, of course, with the immense increase in traffic, if we still had this same kind of Plymouth, then as a shopping and commercial centre, we would be brought grinding to a standstill.
Going back to pre-computer day was the school that we
In the hole, I mean, that was our main place, still is with a lot of us.
Go on the hoe on a Sunday morning and you can sit there all morning and it's just beautiful.
We used to
and
have
you really
tops and
can
whips
watch and think
and
the world away.
Marks on tops and whips and things like that. You didn't have all these computer games like they have now. You amused yourself with skipping ropes and throw them up around a lamp.
Lemonade bottle of water and a bread and butter or bread jam.
The front, the top of the hole where the lighthouse was, didn't offer a lot. As a youngster, it was just for family picnics. But the front of the hole with the seafront area was just one massive adventure.
Dancing on the old.
And one and two. And two and one. Oh, shucks, I can't dance.
Every night. And if there was one on a Sunday, which was a special night, I would go to that as well. I can ballroom, I can old time, I can jive.
Yes, I loved it. I was like a fish. I really was. Swimming was my thing. And the sea was always the best place to swim.
Lived for the water in summer. It was school holidays. In summer it was 6.
Used to go down Mill Bay Docks, he was telling me, to watch all the big movie stars come in of the day and get their autographs. And of course, I missed all that. I mean, I would have loved that. That would have been, a big highlight for me.
On Phoenix Wharf, you would look out to see the ocean, out the East Channel. Then you used to see the big liners going up Channel, like the Air de France and Mauritania, that there, There was inshore fishermen, like, in and around the rocks and that. And then there was mid-water fishermen, out inside the Eddystone. And then there was deep water, both sides of Stone, steam trawlers and that. So 3 different types of work, inshore, mid-water, and deep water.
I remember, right, you had to pay a penny to go from Denport into Plymouth. But you never had to pay coming from Plymouth to Denport. The toll gate only operated one way.
Nearer and nearer in the early 40s, a menace spread all over Europe to the coast, towards Hitler's planned mountain.
I can vaguely remember going on a ship.
I remember welcoming home in a craft spade of action back on the River Plate.
No, I was evacuated down Portscastle, 18 miles out of Truro. We got down to Portscastle by King Harry's Ferry. It was lovely on the water. Me and my sister, we had to stay together.
We accepted everything in those days. You didn't moan about nothing. You just had to accept what Mum and Dad told you,
When the Blitz came, they blitzed the docks and everything. And we were transferred to Bristol.
Bedraggled citizens seeking tired refuge in the countryside, sleeping some nights in the very fields. There was more than one legendary report that the ghostly warning from Drake's drum had sounded out through those months of wintry suspense. Certainly the alert siren sounded nearly 300 times before that night. 21 years
Gosh, it was horrible. I mean, people just couldn't forget a thing like that.
Every night.
I had an auntie in John Street, she lost two didn't have enough mention to what they took it.
Those 5 nights alone, 390 figures died. There were over 400 serious cases.
Absolutely flattened out.
1,500 houses were destroyed beyond repair, and 15 times that number seriously damaged. Those figures are only part of the final.
But it was a terrible night, and a girlfriend man. We come down through the town, 2 soldiers lent us coats.
But we got through it.
Cold.
We had to.
And it was all on fire.
We sort of sit back and
It
think,
was sad.
oh, what am I going to
But
do?
we all come through it.
Because if you did, you wouldn't have got through it.
Help one another.
You had to get
Above the darkening
on your
waters,
bike
and the
pedal.
plains are heard afar, yet every night, sedately, most innocent and stately, the boys and girls were dancing on the Hoe. The boys and girls of Plymouth were dancing on the Hoe.
Crowds used to go there, and then they used to go and the Highlanders come down.
and sailors and
That was always
dancing.
these days don't realise the simple things you got more pleasure out of than what they got now.
People rallied around and helped. I had to go scrounging around in different places, you know, getting this, getting that. But we pulled through it.
And mantel shelf still fixed to the wall with a plate on it or something like that, you know. It had to be hit with a brick. You spent hours, so
Yeah, well, I started rebuilding it again, see.
Even before the war, there had been tentative plans to reshape the city, but none on as massive a scale as confronted the city's leaders now. Resurgam, I shall rise again.
Look at that. I think commercials now used to work hard building all that. They worked hard, really hard, do you know? They never had all what today, digging but started to become lovely, you know?
And so to the famous plan of the new Plymouth itself. The city of today and of the future.
Very well, really, considering how much family they'd have been.
Well, yeah, they
had a lot of money.
Everything was going to schedule and they pulled through it brilliant.
Will always be a hub of any
I still
city.
love to go into
I
the
don't think you'll
market
ever lose that.
and get all the vegetables and go over to the fish store and buy a nice bit of
As a
fish.
Canoldian, everything you've done in your life, believe it or not, will come through that market.
Well, the old Plymouth was a warmer, nicer place, I think, to live in. It was more comfortable, and you seemed to be quite at home walking around the streets. But now, the new Plymouth seems to be so strange to everyone, and I suppose we should get used to it, and probably in a few years' time, after it's been built a bit longer. But the old Plymouth was really homely.
You know, there was a time when you could walk out the job on a Friday and you could start on a Monday. We had every major factory here at one time. You know, from Bartek to Jaeger to Toshiba to, you know, Farley's, you know, it really was huge. Plymouth as a good working field of place. I actually went under the tunnel where the Beatles, we used to go, because it went directly under the stage. And we always used to say, you know, we're walking in the Beatles' footsteps, you know, and it was, and that tunnel is still there to that day.
There's crowds and crowds of people watching him coming in. That's right, yeah. Oh, he did a grand welcome, yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. There's thousands of people all at Devil's Point, all on the top of the Hoe and all that.
Oh, yes. And the dockyard. All the men worked in the dockyard because it was for the Navy, wasn't it? You know, and like I've told you, all my brothers were brought up in the Navy, nephews in the Marines, all the family went into that. My husband was in the Army, but it's all different. It's a different world.
When the Falklands kicked off, they had to get boats out very, very quick. So you had to have, instead of 2 men doing the job, get 10 men doing the job, get that ship out to battle. When I went in, there was I think 18,000 fellas in there, and it was another one where for me it was fantastic because I was always into the sea and boats and ships and history. Going back to that again, it was the best job in the world for me because there I was on board HMS so and so and seeing the history of it all.
The point I think I'd really like to make, though, is this, that Reconstruction is still with us. In fact, I think Reconstruction is going to be with the people of Plymouth for many years to come, and I think that's a good thing. I think it'll help sustain this special living spirit which is in this new city, this city of tomorrow.
We are the Barbican Boys. We are the Barbican Boys. We know our manners. We can spend our time. We are respected wherever we go. When we walk down Southside Street, you should hear the people shout, "Hi to the eye, to the eye, look out! We are the Barbican Boys. We are the Barbican Boys."
My face was every day of your life, my handsome.